Then we'll go into 53.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Switch, and hey. Here go 46. 26.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Beckham with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. Yep. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
White Monday. Down. You ready?
Carr now on first down. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, here's Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Throwing on first down is Carr. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a second down.
Chief.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Down. You ready? 24. 694. Go, go.
Carr to throw again. He may try and run for this. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On play action, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Let's go. Here we go, 46. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Awesome.
2nd down, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made by Derek Rivers. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, that's Lewis. Fights through and now a crease. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
46.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now Prescott to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Lambo will put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Redskins. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Carlson now to kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Lambo on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 17-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go. No cheat.
On first down, Carr. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's second down.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
6:37.
Carl trying again on second down. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
6-18. 6-18. 93. Go, go. 6-18.
From midfield, here's Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Final play of the half. Prescott dancing to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front, Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Here comes Nelson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Switch and 8. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go, 46. Gun. 26. Here we go, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Gun. Hey, we're going right there. 26.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go. 808. 808. All right, we're good.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Clay Matthews in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
7:34. 6:18. Low.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Palmer. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Go. Get set. Go, Chief. 24. Go, Chief.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
24.
From the gun, Carr. He's going to fire one deep middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Right there. Right there.